My name is Zane Freeman. I'm an artist called The Carter Sue. My name is Zane Freeman. I'm an artist called The Carter Sue. You can look me up on like Spotify or Apple Music or anything. I also produce. I'm from Dallas, Texas, but I'm from a suburb called Flower Mound. And I'm 20 years old, about to turn 21 in September. What initially got me into music kinda was church, I guess. And then my friends started rapping in high school. I was just like, I guess I could start to produce and stuff for him and not have him like searching on YouTube for beats and stuff. So I started producing. They were all garbage. Like all of my productions were so trash at the beginning. But that was around 2015. And then I released my first song in 2017 because I was like, my friend is on all these tracks and they're my productions. So I was like, why not give it a shot? People started to like that afterwards. And then I released a couple more singles after that. And then people like really liked it after that. And then we're here now. So The Carter Sue, that's my stage name. And Carter is my dad's middle name. And Sue is my mom's middle name. And my parents have a big influence in my life, so I just thought I'd combine them because I take traits from both of them, so The Carter Sue ended up being the name, and I liked how it flowed, so I just kept it. Musical inspiration. I would say Travis Scott, just because like the way his production sounds, it's amazing. And then J. Cole's lyrics, of course, and then Kanye's production is great too. So yeah, I would say those three are my musical inspirations, just because they're all producers and rappers, which I kind of like am, so. Yeah, I definitely don't tell people I make music unless they ask, but because I want them to go out and determine for themselves if I'm a good artist or not. If I tell people I'm an artist, then the perception is I'm a black man, and they're like, oh, another SoundCloud rapper, another basic rapper. But at the same time, I do feel like I get kind of support from that because there is so much of a broad stereotype that people who really like me are trying to propel me forward and make me different from the crowd. It's kind of a double-edged sword. I'm fairly new to this. I've only been doing it a couple years, so I guess I haven't really found my sound yet, but I definitely like my productions to be very atmospheric. I want the listener to feel like they're in the music and not just listening to the music. So I guess my sound is most like Black, if you know who that is, or Bryson Tiller kinda-ish. I feel like I have a pretty unique sound. Subjects my songs tend to focus on. I guess a lot of mental stuff, because I feel like a lot of people need that little uplifter. So I kind of like try to focus on real world like emotions like happiness and sadness and struggles, I guess, we go through as people of this earth, and our mind states and all that. So I would say emotions are my big concept in my music. But I don't generally spend more than like a week on a song. It just varies, honestly, from song to song. Because sometimes you'll hear like a beat and you'll be like, I can write to this in the next 30 minutes. Or sometimes you'll hear a beat and say like, I know I can write to this, but I'm not feeling it right now, so it might take you a couple of days. But that's just the writing process. As far as the producing process, that can take anywhere from a day to like a week on one song, just because I like to get it down to a fine tune and like to get it perfect. But yeah, the first release was actually 2 songs at the same time. It was Lucy and Zion. Lucy was kind of about like the day-to-day struggles with depression and anxiety and all that stuff. And so how like other things can affect that and how if you give in to them, then you'll fail. And then Zion on the flip side is about how you can push all of the distractions away and like uplift yourself out of anything that you want to get out of. So it was kind of like a juxtaposition between the songs, One Light and One Dark. It was definitely very, very scary because I didn't know how people would take it. I actually strategically planned it. I dropped it the weekend before our graduation because I was like, if nobody likes it, oh well, I'll never have to see them again. But if people like it, then cool too. Everybody seemed to like it and I kept going, so yeah, it was a good experience. Oh, the best song I've ever released. I will say before I dropped my first project, which was earlier this month, it was a song called Lucy because it was my very first like production that I thought was pretty good, and I wrote my lyrics to it and they were really good. It was also the first song I had ever dropped, so I was just like, dang, this is really good. But since then, I feel like Pieces is my best song, which is off of my most latest project. It's the first song because it's very emotional, and I got a lot of text after I released it talking about like, hey, I'm going through this type of stuff too, and like your song really helped me. And that just kind of warmed my heart, so I was just like, dang, I'm actually making a difference in somebody's life, which is pretty cool. I like my listeners to, I guess, actually listen to what I'm saying, because I know a lot of times we can get trapped in like the instrumental of the music or how the music sounds sonically, I guess, but a lot of times my lyrics do hit really home to the heart, especially to my heart, and I know a lot of other people's hearts. So I would think my lyrics are one thing that I would like my listeners to like pay attention to.
Look at the times I fell, look at the time it tells.
What inspired it, I guess? Freshman year, I was dropping a song a month, like I said, but I was kind of like rushing at the time. The song is about time, and so how time is running out and how I was getting up in age and like maybe this music stuff is not for me, because I was looking at all these new artists and they're like 20 and 21 and I was 19 at the time, so I was just like, maybe this is not for me, time is running out and all that. So I just felt like a lot of people can identify with the fact that there's not a lot of time, so you gotta make the most of it, you know? So that's what the song is about. One piece of advice. I would say, don't put out anything until you know that it's there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be what you can feel like, yes, this is it. Because I know a lot of artists just like try to like drop a lot of stuff, and like hopefully one will just pop off. But if you just give them good quality content, the notoriety and the money will all come. I promise. All you gotta do is just put 100% into every production that you make. Next 10 years, oh goodness gracious, what am I, 20? So it'll be when I was 30. I guess just at a point to where I can say, this is what I wanted from my life, you know? And I don't really have an image for that right now. I don't really have a picture of where I'm going or if this music stuff will pan out, but I just want to be able to say like, I'm satisfied with my life, you know? I love making music. I'm always gonna do it, even if I like don't blow up or like get any notoriety or any money. I'm still gonna keep creating music just because I like it so much. It's such a huge stress reliever. Anytime I'm like bogged down with like schoolwork or family stuff, I just sit down at my keyboard and like start to play and hear different sounds. And a lot of times music can take you on an emotional roller coaster, and it's just, I just love it all, honestly. What's next? Interesting. There may or may not be something in the works that's dropping at the end of May or early June. And that's really all I can say because it does involve multiple people. And that's all I will say about that. Thank you for watching this episode of Views in Color. Don't forget to subscribe and watch these episodes here.